Radio Improntadigitale, sono con Scott Farrar, premio Oscar, Visual Effects Supervisor Senior from ILM. You worked on Transformers Dark of the Moon. This is the last project you presented here on the conference. What changed in comparison to the previous movies in the design of the Transformers?
Michael likes to make the robots look like they have muscles, like strongmen. So we redesigned Optimus Prime. So he even had a six-pack. Do you know a six-pack?
Yeah.
And Bumblebee, a bigger chest, looks stronger, like he could fight better. And then a lot of different little details around the face. We find sometimes that we need, the robots must speak. So sometimes we have to add more pieces around the mouth or the eyes to show emotion, you see. And but some of the things are not in the design, it's more the ideas of what do we want to do that's different. We always like to make it better than the last time. So before we started the film, I said to Michael, I had a little film that showed high-speed cameras that shoot 1,000 frames per second, very, very high speed, and with water splashing and metal breaking and wood breaking, nails and bullets going through metal and balloons and so forth. So I said, wouldn't it be great if we went very, very high speed and slowed the robots down? I know people complained about the previous film, Revenge of the Fallen, because sometimes it was too fast. I said, let's go the other way. Let's go very, very slow and make it darker and moodier with the lighting. So a lot of things were aesthetic choices, artistic choices. And he said, yeah, that sounds great, let's do that. And that's what you see in the film.
So the characters also became much more just like superheroes, maybe. But the look was much more biological, I guess. It was something liquid spreading from their bodies.
Yeah, did you like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Because I think the interaction makes it look like a real piece of machinery. If you have a car and it gets hit, liquid comes out because it has things to cool the engine and all the different oils, and there are lots of things in there that are different colors. You know, the antifreeze to cool the engine can be green or yellow, and so we did things like that, and we make it sort of red, but that's more like hydraulic fluid. And people would say, is that blood? No, it's hydraulic fluid. And so then, and a lot of my crew, they didn't like this. I think that's too much. I said, no, I want all this slobber coming out of this guy that just got hit. And even, in the alley sequence, I said, I want it even to hit the lens. It goes just like that. And I'd show it to Michael and said, oh yeah, that's great. That's fine. And my producer would go, oh, it's taking a lot of time to put that in. Somebody that has to spend the time. But I think it makes it look more real and cooler.
Okay, so in computer graphics, you usually add a lot of details to make it more realistic and believable. But is there sometimes a limit where you stop and you say, okay, that's enough. It could be too much, maybe. So when you choose to stop.
Well, the detail of the robots it varies quite a bit, because the problem is if you make it perfect and clean, it looks fake. And most people think that doesn't look real. And if you look at anything made out of metal, you'll see a deviation. It's not flat, and there might be scratches, or maybe somebody put wax on it, or dirt, or it could be anything. And that's part of the real world. You wash your car, you go drive your car, in 1 hour you have bugs and dirt and mud. Okay, it's the same for robots, and that's part of